Let's talk about current affairs for 15th June. Now, the topics that I'm going to cover in this video are very, very important for especially phase 2 of this year as well. The first one is interest subvention scheme. So the government has extended certain subventions that it was providing to farmers. It has been extended to 2017-18. Now, what are the extensions? Short-term crop loans up to 3 lakh. Important to remember, up to 3 lakh to receive a subvention of 5%, reducing the rate to 4%. So the effective rate is 4% now, and the subvention or the subsidy provided to farmers is 5%. Important to remember both these percentages. A sum of rupees 20,339 crore has been allocated for this purpose. Important to remember this number. ESI में ऐसे questions पूछे जाते हैं. Implement कौन करेगा इसको? To be implemented by NABARD and RBI both. So important to remember this as well. Let's come to Financial Resolution and Deposit Insurance Bill 2017. It came into the newspaper on 15th June. Very, very important. What is the purpose? To resolve bankruptcy cases affecting financial sector entities. So, जितनी भी financial sector entities हैं, whether it's banks, whether it's NBFCs, the bankruptcy cases affecting these financial sector entities are to be resolved now or will be resolved by this Financial Resolution and Deposit Insurance Bill or Act after it is passed. So FRDI is going to resolve all these cases. What will happen? It will be setting up a resolution corporation or an RC which will be doing the work. What will the purpose of RC? Providing deposit insurance. Number one, first purpose is providing deposit insurance to consumers of some categories. तो जो काम DICGC करता था, डिपॉजिट इंश्योरेंस एंड क्रेडिट गारंटी कॉर्पोरेशन 1 लाख का इंश्योरेंस देता था डिपॉजिट होल्डर्स को, that work will be done by Resolution Corporation, and deposit insurance power transferred from DICGC to RC. And the second and important work which is going to be done by Resolution Corporation is looking after these bankruptcy cases affecting financial sector entities. So after this, what is going to happen to DICGC? It is going to be repealed. The act is going to be repealed once FRDI Act is passed in 2017. Let's come to the next one, impact of loan waivers and other methods of supporting agriculture. तो सबसे पहले हम देखेंगे what is the impact of loan waivers on the economy as a whole and what are the other methods of supporting agriculture. Actual में क्या methods होने चाहिए agriculture support करने के लिए. This came in Live Mint, beautiful article came in Live Mint on 15th June. You can go online and search for this article as well. So what is the impact of loan waivers? Bank lending moves away from areas with greater exposure to such schemes. तो जिस एरिया में ज़्यादा एक्सपोजर होता है इन स्कीम्स का, लोन वेवर स्कीम्स का, बैंक लेंडिंग टेंड्स टू मूव अवे फ्रॉम दीज एरियाज बिकॉज इट इंक्रीजेज इनएफिशिएंसी इन loan repayment of loans. So banks do not find these areas effective or attractive anymore and therefore they start moving away. Next is waivers incentivize default. तो waiver होता है तो farmers start not paying their loans because they start feeling that even if they do not pay back the loan, the government is going to come anytime and waive their loans, and therefore it's no use paying back your loans. Therefore, the default increases, and that is the reason that bank lending starts moving away from these areas. Number 3 is fiscal cost attached to loan waivers. So the fiscal cost which is attached to the loan waivers also increases because loan waiver कौन देता है? Loan waiver is given by government, whether state government or the central government, and therefore it's a fiscal cost on the government's finances. What are the other methods that can be used for supporting agriculture other than loan waiving? So number 1 is diversification. You need to increase diversification of farmers into horticulture and mixed farming. Farmers are nowadays, after Green Revolution, heavily dependent upon monoculture. They are producing one crop again and again. And therefore, whenever there is a failure of the crop, whenever there is a drought, or whenever there is a famine or such other activities, such other disasters, then there is a big impact on the farmer community. And therefore, it's important that they indulge themselves into mixed farming and horticulture and such related activities. Therefore, they are able to diversify their risk. Next is land leasing to be allowed. Land leasing से क्या होगा? Land leasing से consolidation of land is going to happen, number 1. And land leasing से क्या होगा? Secondly, farmers who want to move out of farming, farmers who want to leave farming and move out and do something else will be able to do it legally. तो अभी land leasing allowed नहीं है, and this has been recommended by Niti Aayog as well. Third is price deficiency payment. Pay farmer the difference between market price and predetermined threshold. So if the market price is, let's say, 10 per kg and predetermined threshold was, let's say, 15 per kg, and the market price is very low because of oversupply of that produce in the market, जो इस साल हो रहा है. This year what has happened is, because of good monsoon, there is oversupply of produce in the market. Because there is oversupply, so the prices have dropped, and that is the reason that farmers are asking loan waivers, because their earnings have gone down. So pay the difference. The government is saying, the recommendations are saying that pay this difference to the farmer. If the predetermined price is 15 and if the market price is 10, pay the farmer the remaining 5 rupees in cash. So this is called as price deficiency payment. Next is cooperatives, to reduce risks and transaction costs. Cooperatives are people, farmers coming together. 5 farmers coming together and producing together. So they form a cooperative, they start producing together, the risk goes down, transaction cost also goes down. Next is investment in supply chain, marketing, cold storages, research, irrigation, organic farming, and all these things needs to happen in India. So that is what is evergreen revolution, which has been proposed and which the government is working on. So all these things need to be done by the government in order to increase the efficiency in farming or agriculture, and in order to reduce the stress that the farmers are experiencing. So why is this important? Ye sab, whatever I've been discussing, why is this important related to farming? This can be asked in ESI. So in ESI, what can be given? A paragraph can be given, and then certain points like this can be given, and then you can be asked which of these points is not an effective method, or which of these points is an effective method of supporting agriculture. So such statements or such questions are also asked in ESI. So this is for 15th of June. Next we'll be talking about current affairs for 16th of June.